So welcome everyone. I want to give that warm welcome. No matter where you are joining us from, you are most welcome. Today is going to be presentation with a difference because it's actually the foundation for everything we are supposed to know to be able to be rejuvenated from inside out. It's not about packaging, it's not about how you look outside, but what is actually happening from inside. That's why we want you to join us. All those you love, you want to see through many Christmases, you want to have great time with, you want to have not just acquaintances, but that deep relationship with you are really concerned. Make sure they are at this training, because when they hear directly, when they are well informed, you see, they will be able to make the right decisions in the right direction. I'm sure that's what the Bible says, that you will know the truth, and the truth will actually set you free. The truth is not hidden from us, though most things are coded in life, but it is for man to discover, to seek and find. How do you become ageless? It's better to age less than to accelerate the aging, because every day you just leave your body like that. We're like that chicken that is put in the oven and is roasting. That's a natural process. It happens. It's called, ags. And if you go it in the internet, you see that it is science. It's called aging, or what I might call the advanced glycation end product that happens naturally. It is when our proteins are combining with our sugar, and then gradually the cells are getting, aged. I might use the word roasted so that people will understand what we are talking about. So as you grow older, these things are happening naturally. But there are information, there are ways that you can inform the cells that you don't want this aging process. You don't want this AGES, what we call the advanced glycation end product, to be running around the body. Also, when you are breathing in and out, metabolism is taking place. The normal byproduct is free radicals. There are other byproducts that are not harmful, but the one that is harmful, free radicals, damaging cells, what do? They make us age more. But how do you age less? How do you shine more, radiate? So that when you're in your 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, even 90s, 100 and something, you're still able to play with your grandchildren, great-grandchildren. You're still able to, enjoy life. That's why I tell people there's difference between lifespan and health span. You can restore your wellness no matter where you are now in the wellness scale. Even if you're already taking 4 or 5 different drugs, you see that it is possible for you to reverse that situation. A lot of people have. I have a lot of people with amazing testimonies, how they have been able to stay off, drugs completely after they were told that, oh, you must take these 3, 4, 5 different drugs for the rest of your life. There are people I've seen now, even at the age of 30 something, they're already having blood pressure, they're already having sugar issues, they're already having insulin resistance, they're already having all this degeneration that is supposed to be for the aged. That is to tell you that there is something that has changed in human nature, that humans need to be well informed on how to cope. That is why adaptation is not about the strongest. It's not about the most beautiful, or the person that was genetically initially predisposed to live up to 100 and something years. No, it is about the information you give to the body, the cells. It is about your well-informed mind taking the right decisions to make sure that you do not enable any of this degeneration to take place. That is why this training is very important to everybody, no matter the age. Like I said before, no matter where you are in the wellness scale, even if you are very, very healthy, you still need to be well informed on how to maintain it. Even if you're already very, very health challenge in different ways, there are things you need to know. Those are the things we are going to be discussing today. How do you lay that foundation? Because a house that is not built on a very solid foundation definitely will crack somewhere and start falling apart. And in an attempt to patch, you will see that that place can become overloaded and the house can collapse. That's what we don't want. This body is well endowed to be able to heal itself from inside out. But what do you do? What do you need to know? How do you go about it? Thank you very much for joining us today. because you are going to be agents of change that God has positioned in this very challenging time to be able to help a lot of people. Some people are taking the body for granted or negligent, or they procrastinate all these things. When I have time, I will attend. But unfortunately, they might not even end up having the time. That's why I want to congratulate all of you that are joining me today. I want us to understand that the initial signs of insulin resistance is becoming, in this modern age, a major, not just like small thing, because some people might think that because the signs and symptoms are not usually obvious, or because they look very mild and they are not things to worry about, they are not seeing blood in their urine, it's not emergency and not the rest, they think it's not going to be a big deal. But by the time that thing is transformed to diabetes, cancer, polycystic ovarian disease, that is not really in the stage that they can reverse or they can cure, or they're having all those fatty liver disease that they are now having challenges, having to be hospitalized, you see that the person for some time maybe had, frequent urination. Like I mentioned before, if you are just drinking water, and you're having frequent urination, it might not be diabetes, but you are also doing the wrong thing, and it can lead you to diabetes insipidus, which is different from the sugar issue. If you're always like feeling hungry, even when you have eaten, you see that you always have this sweet tooth, what we say you are attracting something sweet. It is not normal. You can say, oh, it's my nature. My dad was fat, my mom was fat. It's not about being even bulky or no. You see, if you are always tired, even after you have eaten, some people finish eating, they are still watching television. They can't even do exercise. They can't walk around. They can't even wash their plates. These days that we have house helps, we have big screens to watch film. It is very, very easy to stay where you are and think that, oh, because you are feeling tired, some will doze off from where they have eaten, and they think it's just normal. I work so hard, go slow was so much, so I should be tired. This body was not created to be in one place. So if you have just worked hard throughout the day, it's not enough reason for you to be tired after eating, constant fatigue or belly fat. If you look at it and you are a male and you measure your circumference and you are more than 94, just know that you already have a challenge. That's 94 centimeter, but in inches it's about 37. But if you are a woman and you have 80 centimeter, yes, you are okay, which is like 31.5 inches. But what we are talking about here is the problem of visceral fat, which are, the kind of metabolically active. This visceral fat, they are not the ones that are under the skin. They are the ones that surround our major organs like the heart, the liver, the all the internal organs are surrounded, with this fat. And unfortunately, it has just been discovered that they are biologically active. That is, they secrete some hormones that cause this accelerated aging we are talking about. They cause degeneration, and we are going to be handling and talking about them today. So if you don't handle all these things, dark skin on the neck part, some people just have them, they think it's just normal. But you will see that when you imbibe this lifestyle and these area things we are going to be talking about today, you see them falling off. It's not about going to use something to scrape them off, but it's a message telling you that something is wrong in between, or you're having cysts in different parts of the body. I remember before I joined this business, I used to have the cyst in my hand, just swollen like that. But it just went on its own with this constant detox cleansing and, with a way from my taking all the actions, the things that will make the body come back to normal, just vanished. All those skin tags, or that you're always, battling blood sugar. Maybe you are just in between. You are not yet there. They tell you, oh, pre-diabetes. I know it takes up to 10 years before somebody, maybe 10 to 15 years before somebody that has pre-diabetes can be diagnosed with full-blown diabetes, but it's already damaging organs. That's where the problem is. That internal inflammation, sleep apnea, where the person is asleep. I told you the last training, during the high blood pressure training, that the blood pressure, when you measure it, that is under, which is called the diastolic, is actually responsible for those sleep and not wake up issues, because that's when the heart is at rest. If it doesn't trigger back to the systolic pressure to come up, that person can just go from there. And that's what the problem, or those that having sleep apnea, is coming from. They can just be sleeping and that seizure takes place. Just as some of them will wake up and they're like breathing heavily or snoring so heavily because they are not able to meet up. If you have somebody that snores very well, don't think, oh, it's nature, it's because it's fat and not the rest. Please, sleep apnea, go for the test. You will find out that there might be a challenge that you need to correct. You know, if the person has slow metabolism, there are some people that have ultra slow metabolism. Even if they drink water, they'll put on weight. It's not about the food they are eating. I know some of us that have, you know, the normal metabolism. If we eat too much, you put on weight. If you do sinner, you come down, all the rest. But there are some people that are just genetically predisposed to this challenge. They have ultra slow metabolism. Some have ultra fast metabolism. They can eat a bowl of eba that is as big as this, and they will not put on weight. They are still like, they used to laugh at them in those days in our primary school. They were calling them electric pole, you know, all those kind of information. But now we know it's all about science. You know, memory problem. You forgot your key. You came back to the house to pick it, and then you are like, oh, what did I come to take? Oh, you have forgotten. You think it's just normal. No, it's stress and all the no. We need to attend to them. When you have irritability or irritable bowel movements, or when you eat, you know that there's a kind of irritation. Some people say it's because of pepper and all those kind of things, or you have a lot of breakout from time to time, even when you know your hormones are kind of changing. There are things you need to understand about what is happening in the body, especially to the foundation of your system. And there are very simple things that you will need to understand. Imbibe them into your lifestyle. You'll be amazed at how your life will turn out. That is what has informed my mind to be so excited to share this information, because for 20-something years of just using this lifestyle modification, using this nourishment, correct nourishment, I've been telling people that, look, understand one basic thing about life. It's not about the satisfaction, the enjoyment of the food and all the rest. It's the nourishment of the healing, the ability to restore, the ability to do what God wants the food to do in your body. I'm sure if you remember, Christ said, man does not live by bread alone, because Satan wanted Christ to just have that satisfaction, turn this to bread, so that the flesh will become, you know, satisfied, we enjoy and all this. Have you noticed that Eve matter, it was about food? Jesus' first temptation about food. Israelites going into slavery, it's about food. One guy was just sharing the social media. I'm like, just think of it. Know very well that it's not about, you know, what you eat, satisfaction. No, it's about the nourishment that gets into the blood and their ability to message the body that this is what you want. You want a healthy body. Otherwise, when you are doing the other ones, you're also messaging the body that you don't want a healthy body. So when obesity sets in, neuropathy, erectile dysfunction, migraines, like I was telling a lot of people last week, and somebody messaged me and say, mommy, what you said just that day in the presentation, if it is true, that means there's a problem I need to attend to. And what was it? He said, he's only just 45 and he's already having erectile dysfunction. I said, okay, go do your A12 and your triglyceride and just report back. And behold, he already discovered that his cholesterol level was already having challenges. And thank God, by God's grace, he was able to report back at least in less than how many days of just starting it. He was already having his manhood or his, you know, relationship back with his wife. Why? Because he got well informed. He's never going to form those plaques anymore. It's not about going to take pills and all the rest, and then the heart is not being forced to go against, you know, so many challenges, so many blockades. But when you clear these plaques away naturally, you'll be amazed at what has happened to the body. I want you to know that the person who got the information, or who discovered the importance of nitric oxide in vasodilations, Ferrad, Muro, and co., they actually won a Nobel Prize for it. And that's to tell you how important it is for every human being to understand why we need to get well informed as to what will help the body, different parts of the body, depending on what you are experiencing right now, or what you are genetically predisposed to, or what you have been exposed to. Your desired outcome will inform what and what you should put together as healing tools, which nourishment is supposed to be, and other lifestyle modification we are going to be discussing about. So why are we getting older faster? Why are all these degenerative diseases just, coming up that is supposed to be for people that are in their 90s, 100 and something? We are seeing people that are in their 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s already developing them. Obesity, that even when you stop the weight management, you just go and check how all these drugs that they use, how they work. Even the worst of them is the one that just suppresses the central nervous system to feel hungry. That's worse, because the body is actually telling you, oh, I'm starving. Vital organs are lacking nutrients. They can't repair. They can't, sustain themselves. They don't even have energy. But the brain will not send the message. So you are suppressing it. You are not eating. A lot of people have gone into coma while trying to fit into their wedding gown, and they ended up not attending the wedding. Obesity that will make you gain the weight back with Jara, because nature does not allow vacuum, is not the right way. You need to lay a good foundation to restore your body back to normal. Or high blood pressure, any of the heart-related diseases like stroke, atrial fibrillation, or cardiacitis, or everything that has to do with the heart or circulatory problems, you need to handle them naturally, even if you're already on drugs, because these are food that will not have any antagonism with what you're already taking. You just take them to make sure you reverse the situation. So you will no longer have them. Yes, for some people, it takes 1 month. For some people, 3 months. For some people, 6 months. For some people, even 1 year. But it is important you reverse them, because the side effect of those drugs will affect other areas that you now need to take, other different drugs, and they keep increasing, not minding the side effect. That's why even if you have any of all these things, hormonal imbalance, diabetes, poor sleep, arthritis, fatty liver, there are so many. This life is not enough to, carry all of them. But our bodies were designed to be able to heal itself. That's the truth you need to know. It's not how many drugs, it's not having the best medical facilities. It is all about a well-informed mindset that is taking the right decision, that is making changes, no matter your age. Even if you're already in your 80s, you know that what we're going to discuss today, if you just imbibe them, you'll be amazed at how you will feel. You'll be amazed at how you are able to get those energetic kind of activities back into your life. So today's lifestyle constantly works against the design of God, that the body should be able to heal itself, because most people are after satisfaction rather than, nourishment that heals from inside. That both of them, you'll be amazed, are also very, very, appetizing, nourishing, and satisfying. But it depends on that mindset that is able to be creative the way God wants us as human beings to be creative. So aging is not just about years, it's about the cells. The cells that you are creating. You'll be amazed at how this our amazing God created these cells that even when they are damaged, they can do a kind of recycling. You can now use the cells that are damaged. If you follow the law of God, the way the body is supposed to heal itself, your body will naturally use those cells, use the organelles, use the cells, use the proteins, the byproduct, or it will destroy those cells and repackage them, like somebody who is molding a kind of a flask or a pot, and it's not well molded. It will break it and remold it again. Our amazing God did not only just do that in our body, he kind of instilled them inside us and gave us the knowledge. Agreed, the knowledge or information, they are coded. Everything in this world seems to be coded, but gradually, science is dynamic. We discover these things. What we learned, like when I graduated from Uniben 40-something years ago, it's not what they are learning about, how the body heals itself. Yes, the drugs will still be there because for emergency and not the rest, or delivering things that you will need drugs. Yes, they will still be there. The medical science is amazing. It's still very important. It's still very relevant. But there are basic things that you need to understand, that you are the primary health care giver for your own self. Healing every day, every day. Your body is kind of rebuilding itself from what you eat, from how you sleep, from how you drink water, from the way you smile, from the way you relate, from so many things all put together. But at the same time, it's also breaking down slowly if you don't attend to it, if you procrastinate, or if you are kind of negligent. Oh, it's in God's hand. It's not by law. These things are no longer random. We now know. Your daily choices determine which direction your body is going to. If your body is going towards the wrong direction, you can stop today and think and make a decision to reverse about the food, about sleep, about stress, about movement, about hydration, about so many other things we're going to be talking about today. Because if we talk about food, it's not our fault that we can no longer eat healthy food. GMO is everywhere. You cannot plant everything that you are eating. It's not our fault that, the food that we see available, they are all processed. You have to work to earn money, and you cannot, have the time to make a healthy meal. It's not our fault. But what is happening outside us? Remember, the water outside the boat cannot sink the boat. It's the one inside. What is happening outside doesn't have to determine what you eat. With a well-informed mind, you can actually still eat healthily, or if you cannot, once in a while, but you will still have to be able to take the organically produced natural products that are freeze-dried, or they have gone through cold stabilization process, which means all the active ingredients that heat the body from inside out are still together. All the products you will be seeing us talking about today, they are organic, natural food, superfood nutrients identified by science, micronized, available in their absorbable form to be able to heal the body from inside out. They are not drugs, they are just food. What is not available in Nigeria, but is available somewhere else, but is what the science has discovered as superfood nutrients, they are all put together. There's something amazing I discovered when I joined this business. This company started 48 years ago. We are going to 49 now. And this amazing pack that I'm going to be talking about, you will see that it was designed to be able to heal the body from inside out. When I talk about the science today, you will be so blown away. But there's something I want to inform you. When I was, discussing this with some, professionals around the rest, there was something we discovered. We were so amazed that autophagy, which is not the science of, denying the body some eating physical food so that the stomach can rest, so that the cells can, reorganize themselves. They can, do the recycling I talked about and all those ones, seamlessly, without stress, without damaging any vital organs, with your brain not having brain fog and all those ones. This autophagy was discovered, and the person who discovered it, Yoshirani Ohami, won a Nobel Prize in 2016. That's just 10 years ago. Like I said, this company is 48 years. Which means 48 years ago, we already know science. We already knew the science. We already started working on it. We already started telling people how they can, do this autophagy with micronized nutrients that don't need digestion, that doesn't need the work, that doesn't need to follow all those bypass, but they are just body healing tools, readily available to all the cells, all the vital organs are well nourished with body healing tools, so that in that healing process, they are actually operating top notch at their maximum. You are getting the best. So that for the 9 days, you will see your body. That's why you see a lot of people, when they do C9, they are glowing, they are radiating, they are healthier. So if you were not able to sleep well before, a lot of people notice that they sleep better, the stress or the irritation, irritable bowel movement, those ones are handled. They are moving, energetically. They're able to do more press up. Like before I started my scene, I don't even think I was able to get up to 10 or 20. But these days, I can do press up as much as I can, even though I'm in my 60s, I can lift weights. The reason is because when you allow the body to heal itself, the body is constantly rebuilding itself also. The question now is, are you supplying the right building materials? That is where we come in. We supply you with the rebuilding materials. Overcoming metabolic dysfunction, because metabolism is natural and it's in all the cells, all the trillions of cells you have in the body. Not fat cells, but your normal muscle cells, heart cells, brain cells, all the cells in the body. They have what we call a mitochondria. Don't bother about the words or the big English. Metabolic dysfunction just means that food you have eaten in the morning and you breathe in, and oxygen combines with the food to break it down to give you, the nutrients to supply the different organs, like the bone needs calcium, we get it. The eye needs vitamin A, we get it. The muscles need protein or amino acid. They get it because they are not getting it as long chain protein, but they are getting it as amino acid to rebuild. You see that function, that metabolic function, is what keeps you going, because it gives you the energy to talk, to even sleep, for your heart to pump, to all the different organs to function. All the critical functions that determines your health, your vitality, your longevity, your health span depends on your metabolic function. But when it is having this dysfunction, you see, you are just starving the body because you want to lose weight. You are using slimming teas or peas or waist trainers or extreme dieting, like I mentioned. These ones will give side effects. It will create metabolic dysfunction, insulin resistance, and a lot of this accelerated aging will not set in over time. It can give you temporary relief for 1 or 2 years. People will be hailing you, but before you know it, they're like, this person has developed cancer. This person has developed this heart disease, or the person just fell down and did not wake up. The weight, most times when you stop, you will see the way you'll be eating all this, sugary food or fatty food, and you will gain the weight back with Jara, because they didn't fix the metabolism. You didn't fix the foundation. So you reset the foundation. That is the most important thing I want us to understand. You don't just fight the symptoms, you remove the root cause of the problem. So the foundation of good health is based on these key principles. They are called key principles because they reset the foundations. You remove the toxins. Toxins are disease-causing elements. You remove them, then you support digestion so that the nutrients that you are eating, you get them all to their organs or their site of action naturally, seamlessly. You improve nutrient absorption, because the blood that will carry this nutrient to all the different organs of the body, even if they are to the skin, tiny blood vessel, they should be allowed to do that without obstruction. You have restored the metabolic health, like I mentioned before. You have reduced the inflammation, nourishing every cell for 9 good days. 9 days. That's what it takes. We are going to give you the menu. We are going to give you other additives depending on your desired outcome. Let's say, for example, you are here and you have been fighting insulin resistance or sugar issues or what I might call pre-diabetes. You will see that you will not do the C9 with the person who is looking for fruit of the womb. You will not do the C9 with somebody that is having fibroid. You will not do the C9 like somebody that just wants to lose weight. You will do the C9 with different menu. Even the food you will eat, as from the 3rd day, we are going to show them to you. The products you will take, they will also be different. You will be nourishing every cell, and that's what will reset the foundation. In any building, you have to set the foundation, reset it if there was a mistake, reset from the beginning. That will give you a perfect building that will lead you throughout life. When you reset the foundation before building, you will get your desired outcome. That is where our amazing C9 pack comes in. Every one of us, even if you're already a distributor, you have done it before, you still need to do it at least. If you don't have money and you are managing money, at least 2 times a year. I do my 4 times a year. But I'm telling you, just like they say, he that does not work should not eat. If you want to do it 4 times a year, just do what I'm doing by presenting to a lot of people. By the time we start this C9 next week, Monday. Between now and next week, Monday, join our C9 platform where we are going to be talking about this. But when we start on Monday, you see, we have 2 key leaders, medical professionals, a lot on that platform that will be guiding you on a daily basis what to do. But between now and next week, Monday, please buy your C9. I will also encourage you, don't just buy for yourself. Make sure you buy at least 2 to 10. If you buy 10, let me know. But if you buy 2, it means you are loving enough to be able to share with others. But if you buy 10, make sure you have at least 10 other people, your children, your husband or wife, your brothers and sisters, those you love so much. They say love is not about feelings, not feeling, it is about your own concern, your own commitment to the well-being of another person. That's why God loves us. The commitment of God, faithfulness of God to our well-being is in fact, he's so faithful that I don't even know the way to describe it. That is the same way we're supposed to reach out to people. You love them enough not to say, if I tell him now, the rest, they will shame me or they will think I'm looking for money. No, it's not. Everybody knows that these things don't come cheap, because go and Google freeze drying process is the most expensive pharmaceutical process in the whole world. That's what astronauts take to the moon. So that even if they are there for 1 month, 2 or 5, they can just eat the food when they just add a little water. It is the same content. Even if they cook before going freeze dry, it is preserved for years, 100 and something years. It will never decay. Not because it is made of chemicals. No, it is freeze dried. But it is very, very, very expensive to freeze dry. There are a lot of people that have the small version, small fridge of it, and it's into thousands and thousands of dollars. So no crash diet. It is a structured nutritional reset designed to help your body function more effectively. It contains the first and most important, I will talk about Garcinia Plus. This Garcinia Plus is just a plant, and you can see plus added to it, chromium picolinate, that helps insulin to transport glucose from the blood into the cells. And Garcinia also helps you with your sleep, helps you to burn off all the stored fat, and helps you to control your appetite naturally, not the false feeling of well-being. When you have not eaten, then you have a false feeling that you are not hungry. No, this one is only when you are truly hungry that you will feel hungry. If you have all the nourishment in the body throughout the day. I've seen some people that have taken this Garcinia 2, 3, 4 days left, they don't even feel hungry. They were formerly on the big side, but what happens now is that stored fat is converted into energy-giving food for your body to have the energy. So it's the correct message that you are getting. And then the chromium will help insulin to transport the broken down fat that has broken down into glucose into the cells. So they are not in the blood, but they are in the cells. And metabolism is accelerated with this thermogenic substance that accelerates metabolism. So you are getting them in and you are burning them off. Exercising though, you don't stay in one place. We encourage you, because that's the new lifestyle you are going to imbibe. Is part of what God wants us to do. Move around, do something. Even if you are a full-time housewife, you can just climb staircase up and down, or stroll around your house or inside your parlor, dance. I personally love dancing, so I just dance. That's for like 30 minutes, as much as you like. Any music you love, just enjoy, because that will also help produce positive hormones instead of the negative hormone like cortisol, non-adrenaline, that causes the stress hormones to be elevated. But when you are dancing, you see, you have positive hormones that will negate this and help you to heal from inside out. Amazing, isn't it? And you have soluble fiber. All of us know the amazing benefits. Everybody is not talking about fiber. But 40 something years ago, we already discovered that add fiber to your food. Even when I'm not doing dinner, I take this fiber every morning. Just 2 sachets in warm water. and go about my exercises before I eat my breakfast. You see, not only that you have good bowel movement and you will not feel hungry when you don't need the food, but you are able to control all those, pre-diabetes as you are growing older, as you are going through menopause and all those ones, all those hormone changes that naturally disturb you will not disturb you. So it's important you understand that it's a structured nutritional reset designed to help your body function more efficiently 24/7. But if the person already had hypertension, we encourage you to add cardio health, active C, garlic thyme, and of course the Agi Plus. But if you also have a problem with the joints, with pains and the rest, we encourage you to add freedom. But if you don't like drinking liquid, you don't like freedom, you can add move. I prefer the move, but once in a while, I just take freedom instead of aloe vera gel. But this Forever Move is amazing. Take it every day. You see that you can do squatting, you can do press up, you can play basketball, you can wear high heels even at the age of 50, 60, 70. It's amazing. Just take on a daily basis. But we have different set of products you can use with any of the products that you want. Forever Lean, after you have done your C9, you don't want to gain weight back, you just take this one with your food and probiotic with your aloe vera gel every morning. We rearrange your microbial flora. Time may not permit us to go into details of all these products, but they are actually amazing. And if you're a man and you're above the age of 35, you no longer produce growth hormone, this Vitalize for Men is a brainer. You need it. Don't wait for this prostate enlargement or prostate challenges before you start taking it, and then multi-marker for energy, for vitality, for libido, whatever you actually want as, male or female, we both know we need it. So reset the foundation with C9 and add other products you need for your desired outcome. It doesn't only just detoxify and nourish the cells at the same time for autophagy to take place in the healthiest way, but it also boosts your immunity. Like I said before, when you lack good or functioning immunity, the best antibiotics is useless. That's where AIDS actually came from. When your immunity is destroyed, no matter the big or strongest antibiotics you are taking, it's not going to work. And antibiotics is not necessary when your immunity is functioning at its optimal level. So to boost your immunity is a better choice, the best choice, the best decision you can always make. So when you do your C9, you see your immunity is bomb. Especially now that rain is disturbing in Nigeria, cold, malaria, typhoid, everything is just going to be, instead of worrying about those things, just do your C9. Fortify yourself like bodyguard that you have, that God has given to you. Set the right foundation for sustainable weight loss. You want to lose weight, don't gain them back, but instead gain vitality, gain hair span. Helps you to manage your weight, your skin will glow, you will radiate, people will be asking you, you are looking so good, you are looking younger. And that is where you will now make the money back, with a lot of money back, by glowing and letting people know what you have just used to restore your glow, to restore your youthfulness, to rejuvenate from inside out. If you are that used to go to the gym, people will notice that you're not doing more than you used to do before. Don't keep quiet. Don't tell them, now God, oh yes, it's God that directed you here to be well informed. And when you are well informed, also tell others. So remember, the gut and the brain are well connected. So when you get it right with the gut, your brain will come back to normal, your libido back to normal, your hormone, everything function back to normal. It has to start with C9. There are some people that will come, hormonal dysfunction, or they're looking for foot of the womb, and like start with C9. They're like, it's too expensive. Let me just take multi-marker and Vitalize and aloe vera gel. And I'm like, if you don't remove the toxins, you have to paint the house, you don't remove the cobwebs and the rest, it won't come out nice. So it's not good to even bring a child into this life with all this toxic load. Do the C9 first. You will see that even in less than the 3 months they are giving you to become pregnant or restore erectile dysfunction and the rest, it will be less than that because you have already laid a good foundation. So reset metabolism, boost energy. It will help you stay active throughout life, no matter the age, to rejuvenate from inside out, so that all the pains, all the stress and strain that you go through when you exercise, some people don't like doing exercise because anytime they do exercise, they have body pain. But I want you to know that that is just the lie of the devil, because you need the exercise. You need to be moving all your cells, activate all the cells of the body on a daily basis. So if you have a body pain, it's not an excuse to stop. It's an excuse to go and do your sinner. You'll be amazed that after the sinner, you will not have all those pain. You will have nightly good sleep. You wake up with mental clarity. You'll be able to plan better. You'll be able to earn better. Penny wise, pound foolish for those people who think, oh, I don't want to take the product because I don't have money. He said, I told somebody, I said, have you noticed that what the Bible said that the just shall live by faith is amazing. This coded language is for you to understand that those who believe will eventually see what they believe. For those who doubt, who are drenched in the trench of fear, you see that by the time they are seeing to be able to believe, they are already in the bad spot. Think of that. I want you to understand it. Those who believe in the future of their dreams will take action now, will do that which they think wasn't possible before. We find a way, because when there's a will, there's a way. They will find a way to start, to do the right thing, and they will be amazed that the miracle has always been inside them. The hero, everything that God has always designed them to be has always been inside. They were just locked up with the trench of fear, limited, but you can transform beyond limitation. We provide the support structure with the medical team, with the fitness coach we have in the Sinai platform, with the wellness consultants, and decades of experience that we all have. You'll be amazed. See, the 10th one is, it is also an opportunity, not just to be boutique friendly, not just to have all the blessings in disguise, not just to make extraordinary money. I tell you that if you want to make money within godly parameters, earn millions within godly parameters, this is the only opportunity I've seen. I'm just being honest here. Yes, if you have other opportunities, you can also share with me, but this is the only opportunity I've seen where you can earn peaceful prosperity, earn millions within godly parameters. I'm not saying you will not work hard. It's not a money doubling situation. It's not, oh, go and borrow money to come and invest. Every month they'll be paying you. It's not. But if you don't have any money at all and you want to be a millionaire, you were like me that grew up with, nothing, and you want to become something, and you are somebody that have the fear of God, so you don't want to do anything wrong. I'm telling you, don't play with this business. Just ask us what you can do and start doing them. You'll be amazed. You'll be blown away, and you'll be asking yourself where you have been all these years, because success has just been waiting for you. It is backed by science. It's backed by researches. It is evidence-based on how our body can regenerate energy, regenerate ward off diseases naturally. And Sina is that foundation. And we also have the building blocks, which has been for 48 good years in all the leading countries of the world. See Japan, where people they live up to 100 and something. I remember when we went to Japan, the person that was our bus driver was 90-something years old. We asked her how. She said in Japan, they don't use this small liter. That is 2 liters she drinks every day. 2 liters of aloe vera gel every day. Those are people that already have it because they know what nature can give. So you don't need to talk too much before they buy aloe vera gel from you. They are still the #1 in the whole world as I'm talking to you now. Germany following them. I think UK is #3, and then US and then Canada is combined as North America. You can see all the top 10 leading countries of the world are people that already, having free medical care. There are people in Nigeria that don't even have all those, and they are saying, no, and this is that. So, see, it's a global company. People are doing very well by using the product. I already mentioned all these ones to you, but just screenshot them. You can reach out if you have any more questions on what the pack contains. Aloe vera gel. These are just summaries. They just do more than all these ones, but the slide will not allow the load. That's why this package is designed to work together in synergy as one system that will restore your well-being. So the cleaner experience people have commonly reported are these. I'm just summarizing this aspect now to let you know you will also make money. I will just go through that one quickly. It helps increase your natural energy. A lot of people have reported that. I am a testimony, flattens your tummy. In fact, I used to have a fibroid, and a lot of people remember. In fact, when I tie my CWO uniform, they will say, you don't belly, pay for say delivery 1, 2, 3, 4 years, not your. By the time I did see now, they're like, you don't be born at last. I'm like, I wasn't pregnant. I wasn't pregnant. Now everything just flattening out, and it's just God's doing. Better digestion, reduced bloating, the better hydration I mentioned from the beginning of this presentation. You are able to have that structured, healthy routine system, mental clarity, better confidence. You can dress, beauty friendly, and it will fit you, and you come out, and people really know that somebody of substance is actually coming out, because it's not about very expensive clothes, but you definitely know who you are, you know what you have, you know what you can do, and you know what it takes. You have opportunity to eat healthily. Your body will no longer accept all these unhealthy eating habits. I know once in a while, birthday comes once a year. But I also encourage, depends on what you are trying to achieve. Because I had a friend who was, trying to take care of her fibroid because she heard my story. I discussed with her. I actually liked that lady so much. We became very close friends. She was on Cena, and then it was her birthday. I got there, she was eating cake. I'm like, you are not supposed to eat cake. He said, Tina, don't worry. God is in control. This is that. As I told you, now she has done operation 3 times. The last time on the platform, we are donating money for her to go to India, because in one of the operations, there was a mistake, and her lumbar, something is having challenge. I was so pained. I'm like, I wish she listened. I have a lot of friends. They're like, oh, I wish I listened to you that time. Oh, when she's calling her, she said, oh, I wish I listened that time. I wish I didn't take my body for granted. Though you talked, but I didn't listen. No. But this is the right time to listen now. Don't make the mistake that most of all those people have made, because just imagine 9 days where you're going to be feeling lighter, you sleep better. Oh, you move easily, you look healthier, you radiate from inside out. Everywhere about you is shining, you think clearer, you're able to even make better decisions, even financial decisions. You smile more, you are happier more, the joy is radiating from inside. You feel younger, you even notice that you feel younger. And people will be telling you how you now look. So wellness is not a destination, it's not a sprint, it's a lifestyle. One program starts it as a foundation, one habit at a time added to it, as we discussed with you. Results begin to show a new life, like I discovered, and I'm sharing with you. Somebody shared it with me. I don't ever forget her. Yes, Oma brought me to the business, but it was Ojemade's testimony. She was in her 60s. Now she's in her 80s. That was what I saw. I'm like, see, she's in her 60s. That time I was in my 40s. I couldn't wear high heel. My belly was like all this Lagos Oshodi, and I was wondering how she was wearing high heel. She was wearing all this, fine dress. She was dancing with energy everywhere. I'm like, hey, when I'm in my 60s, I wish I can be like this. They said, don't wish it. Take action. I went to her, I gave her paper. I said, everything you are taking, mommy, please just write them for me. She wrote everything for me. I bought them that day, and since then I've never looked back. By the grace of God, by the time I finished, people were seeing the result. They were like, as I'm talking to you now, my husband and I became diamond managers just by imbibing and accepting the truth of how our body functions and how God created us to be able to rejuvenate from inside out. Agreed. I'm a pharmacist. Yes, about drugs. But take drug only when it's absolutely necessary, recommended by a medical doctor. Not the one you're going to buy paracetamol. In fact, when I was running my pharmacy shop, there was one I used to hear, they would say body release. They would take paracetamol, prednisone, Indocid, butazone. I think there were so many of them like that have now been banned. Novagen. I'm like, why are you taking? They will say body release. When they wake up in the morning, the body just release. They were actually killing themselves. So what we are calling today is for you to become. Join the wellness revolution. Become small daily choices that will compound into what you really want. After C9, we encourage you to take just RTC and Forever Daily. Forever Daily is just multivitamin that will get all the nutrients that you are not getting from food. I also encourage people who live in Nigeria to take vitamin D, because our myelin, even though we have a lot of sun, the myelin is not allowing us to absorb enough. So always take vitamin D on a daily basis. I still take it on a daily basis, because as you grow older, you don't want all those osteoporosis to come in. You don't want any of all these, degeneration to come in. You want to still be strong. You don't want to break bone just because you bent down. So you need bee products. I prefer the royal jelly, but if you also you are a man, you already have a problem with prostate or erectile dysfunction, bee pollen would be more recommended. But for most women, for nerve or for pains or anything that has to do with brain or sleep, royal jelly is the best. I use it a lot. So we can give you specially targeted wellness products. I just decided to put a lot of screenshots, some of the testimonies people sent, so that we understand what we are talking about. It really works. The products are so effective, very, very effective. You can never go wrong with food supplement. They are God-given. You can see a lot of testimonies. There are so many everywhere. I cannot even finish screenshotting all of them. You can imagine these are priests. I'm a Catholic. There is no way we can come lying about this one. This we're voluntarily giving so that they can help other people to also get good results. It's up to you to decide. I'm sure these our daddies with us today. Can you just unmute and say hello? But if you're not with us, no problem. Time is no kind of against us, but he is with us today just by doing C9. He did C9. Now, if you see him on his bike, see him on, playing for, he's just amazing. His testimony is mind-blowing. C9 was what brought him into the business. It's not, so there are some people that will say it's not about money, but he's ready to help a lot of people. Yes, he might already be a millionaire, but you can also, because of that, don't let Nigeria disturb you. Now at 84, our daddy is helping a lot of people to recover their heads back. And you can see all these tests. There are so many. I'm not sure I want to go through all of them. In conclusion, this is our C9 part. Just screenshot everything I have discussed here today is summarized in this flyer, which you can use to reach out to as many people as possible, discuss with them, book appointments with them, even if it's on Zoom or on WhatsApp calls or WhatsApp videos, discuss with them how they can access this rejuvenation from inside out, reverse diseases, maintain well-being. And of course, if you do that, discover that there's a way that this wellness journey you want to embark on, you want to join us on, can make you create extraordinary income, uncapped income, worldwide company, millions of distributors, millions and millions of distributors. We have premium wellness products, low startup cost. Just buy the C9 in your name. Sign up with the person that invited you here today. You are already a distributor. But let's assume you're able to even now have 5 to 10 people to come in. At the end of the month, the company will pay you. You would have gotten your money back with Jara even helping people. So you don't need to rent a shop. You don't need to manufacture anything. No product, no going to the wharf to take away or to bring in product or pay duties and all the rest. No, all you need from the comfort of your home with a smartphone, become smart. The wellness business is for everybody. Instead of only helping yourself, help families, church members, communities, corporate organizations, schools, friends. Then though everybody you have not even met are your friends. Like I told you, people that came early, I told them that it is attraction marketing as per the goods and the solutions you have to provide. Where do you find people who can afford, who can use it, who are interested in their well-being? Where do you find them? And when you find them, those people want to improve their weight, who want to lose weight, who need fruit of the womb, who have heart-related diseases and don't want to be on drugs for the rest of their life, or they have sugar issue and they want to handle it, they want to build healthier lifestyle. You will earn by helping them achieve this their desired outcome. All you need is the 3 W's. And what are these 3 W's? Who, where, and how. who are the people that need these products? Where do I find them? What will I use to attract them so that they will understand what I have? So you first attract them, you look for them, you discuss with them, you offer them the solution. You will be amazed at how this funnel works. So if, for example, you are able to do the C9, I know you can, you will, you should, because negligence, they say, is what results in diseases. But health is a gift from God. It's a present. Present now. You must protect. You must open with thanksgiving by doing all that we have talked about today. Don't allow negligence or procrastination to allow disease to set in. So if you get a minimum of 2 to 5 persons, let's assume you use 5 persons, and after they do the scene and they're able to get 5 persons, even if it take them 1 or 2 months, but going down, you see that by the 6th month, they have 3,123 persons. If each of them just buy only one C9, do you know that there's no way the company will pay you less than 3 to 5 million naira? That's how it works. You can calculate the math. Time may not permit us. They said you cannot see the whole staircase from the first one. Once you join us, you cannot just enter secondary school and start learning Pythagoras theorem when you are still in primary 1. So when you join us and we tell you about the product, we'll not tell you how to make the millions. It's working for so many people. You can see in our team alone, we have more than, I think, 5 diamond managers. Diamond managers means you have more than 25. Okay, you have an average of 25 managers and above. My husband and I are double diamond managers. That means we have more than 50 managers we have personally developed. Out of them, we have 5 of them who are diamond managers. So you see that life can become different. Life can become beautiful if you just follow the system. Many people spend decades working only for income, paycheck from paycheck, 8 to 5 employment. What you earn depends on your effort alone. The day you cannot work, you cannot earn. But you can notice now that even the days now that we are in our 60s, going to 70, 80, retirement and all the rest, all we need to do is just help all these people, still talk to them. Even if you don't want to talk, you know that the company still pays very, very well to anybody that is ready to earn, as long as you just build a system, you build a business. If you look at the whole world, even before FFP, systems is what build millionaires. Systems. If you look at Walmart and all these big millionaires, it's systems that they build, where even without them, the systems are working. Dangote, see them, they build systems, they leave it. But if you just have your tap open and it's entering your bath and you have 8 different ways where money is going out: pay school fees, pay house rent, eat food, help your church, help your brothers and sisters, take flight, go on holidays. 8 different ways money is living. You see, the bath can never collect water. But if you have 8 different ways you have open tap, you open this one, you are no longer responsible. You open another one. You see that over time, the bath will become full and overfull to flowing to other people. And FFP has done it in one simple system. You have 10 different ways you can earn money. 10 different taps that have been opened for you. You can now live the life of your dream, earn extraordinary income that is uncapped. You can determine what you want to earn. You have opportunity for cap plan. You are self-driven, personal development. You become your own boss. About that company incentives. One is going on right now. If you want to attend any of our beach parties and the rest, there's one starting this month. Now you can just do that. Is to reach the person that invited you and say, oh, I want to attend that beach party, or I want to travel out of the country, even if you just to fly to neighboring countries, as long as it's not any country that you don't want, you can just qualify. But even if you don't want to travel yet, but you need your brand new car, you need, income, this peaceful prosperity, you want to leave legacy for your children, the business is willable. What you are earning now, if your children want it, they can take over from you when you are old and you want to go. Multiple income streams, like I said, 10 different ways you can earn money, direct results and impact. And these are the 10 different ways you can earn money. It means you have opened 10 different taps in one system. You can earn from all these 10 different ways. Okay, if you don't even want to earn from 10, earn from 5, you are still very, very well buffered. You can enjoy all these amazing ways in one income system that we have built. And all these ones I've just explained to you. Daily profit, you can see it from the 10 multiple ways. You know, time may not permit us to go into all the big explanation, but start with this C9 pack is the most amazing way to start. But if you don't want to start with that and you want to start with our Start Your Journey pack, you can. But this is just a simple explanation to tell you you can decide to make profits on a daily basis. You buy C9 at this rate, you sell at this rate, you make a profit of that. It is companies wholesale and retail value. But if you get 50 customers, you can see you can make 3 million naira just on profits. This is what you earn, and you can qualify for all the other incentives we just mentioned, these 10 different ways you earn money. The one I just explained is just number one. Monthly bonus, 15th of every month. I'm sure this week, if you've seen a lot of distributors are excited. It's almost like when you do exam in those days in school and you carry first, when you are proud. That's how you feel. 15th is coming, you are checking how much you are going to earn. And once it lands your account, you are so happy. You can qualify for your car incentive. That's a different monthly bonus they will give you. You can collect the car of your choice. If you don't want a car, you collect money. And then, of course, I just did that calculation to let you know how it works. This calculation, this is what you can earn. Even if it's just 10% of all the number of people working in your business, you will still be earning in millions within godly parameters. So you can also qualify for profit share. It's outside your daily profits, outside your monthly income, it's outside your car plan, it's outside your free trip, it's outside all the incentives we have mentioned. You can see all the people that have earned. I know all the recent ones, we no longer show off. We don't want people to this. Also, the company no longer does this show off of plans of what people are earning. But in 2023, you can see the person on the left, on my left, you see, is my own team members, and she's a diamond manager I brought in. Rough Keep earned 1 point something million. He's from Germany. And of course, our upline, you know, it's telling you that it's not the person that brought you in or your upline. It's not a pyramid like people are mistaken that those under work. No, if she's our this couple, they are our upline, and we earn more than them. It tells you that it's what you put in that you get. As I'm talking now, the lady on my left, my downline, became diamond manager before we became diamond manager. She still earns more than maybe what we earn, just profit share, because we develop more managers, because we have a lot of diamond managers in different levels. That's why, you know, our own profit share was higher than her own. But her monthly bonus is actually higher than ours, which is to tell you that the person bringing you in is not your boss, it's not any more than you. Whatever you get is actually kind of parallel. Whatever you put in is what you get. It's like what the Bible says, what you sow is what you reap. International trip 2 times a year. You can qualify for any of them you like. Next year now we are going to, where we can guess, Hong Kong. I'm so excited about that. I can't wait. I've been to Hong Kong before, but it was one of my best trips, and I always want to go again. After that, I think we are going to Dubai again. Also, we have been there severally. This one was, I think, US. I think most of you can see me there, my husband and I. And of course, this Japa syndrome, the only solution you can have is to join this business. And that's what my husband and I did. When we made that 570,000, the best thing was just to relocate the family, children, grandchildren, while everybody, oh yeah, Japa, headily, not the one you come here and be watching old people and all the rest. No, set them up, attend good schools, let them become independent, and by God's grace, this is the best way to travel out of the country and have dignity, have respect, and have a lot of money, and you enjoy Japarism. Eh? Look, it will give you opportunity of choice. If you want to be in Nigeria, be there. If you want to be in Dubai, you know, you just have that freedom. Because have just one life to live. Let's live it. So why should you start today? Please, every year, disease state increases, expenses increasing, medication is increasing. But this opportunity, every year, diseases are leaving, expenses are taken care of because you have enough money, medication are reducing. And if you are on medication, you don't want to be on it for the rest of your life, you can actually just stop. So the best time to improve your health was years ago. The next best time is now. Don't think, oh, I wish I knew I would have started years ago. No, start now. Your next step is to improve your head by buying your C9, join the C9 experience platform, become a business owner. Just ask the person that invited you here today how you can join with a link online or with the physical form. Build your forever business. We have a system that works, and it has worked for millions and millions of people 20-something years now, and we are here to develop. That's why we give this training. Just one decision, two transformations, and it will impact generations after you. Who can join? Anyone. You don't need certificates. You don't need to go. How many of you were here? It was not last week. The lady that gave us training. No, not last week. The week before last. Aisha, you remember? Adiza, she is not schooled at all. At least she wasn't. But after she joined FFP, she made manager, she made the money, she decided to go to school, and now she can do training online, she can do Zoom meetings, and she's growing. I actually met her in one of our international trips, an amazing lady who did not even know A before. But some of us here are even graduates, and we are saying no job. Government give us job. My brother did not send money from abroad. Play the blame game. Pity party. It's no longer for us. Make a decision. Because even if you don't have money, you can join this business. All you need now is your smartphone to start reaching out. Remember what I told you about www? Who do I need to help with these products? Where can I find them? And then what will I use to attract them? Do this, and you'll be amazed that you can also use the products free. You can start with the Start Your Journey pack, or you can start with the C9. Anyone you like is acceptable. Life is forever young. It is a thing of the mind. Biological aging is different from your own mindset, because you can slow down the biological aging, whether in your heart, in your mind, but a word of knowledge. Whatever you have imbibed today, you apply it, life will become an exciting adventure. I am telling you, that's what life has become since 20 years ago when I discovered this business. An exciting adventure to different countries of the world. If your time to chase your dream, transform your dependence to independence, and shape your future, this is the time. Seize this moment with enthusiasm, commitment, because while others may never fully grab this independence, you have the power, you have the unique opportunity. Don't wait for anyone. Don't get discouraged. Don't let the no disturb you. No, remember all the big basketball, leaders, they always tell you that they throw the ball several times and have missed 1,000 times, but the next one they got, they master the repetition creates mastery, getting better and better every day. You'll be amazed that is how you make it. I remember when we came back from the first training from UK, we started telling everybody 10 a day brings million my way. Reach out to 10 people a day and you will earn the millions we are talking about. It is very, very possible. So embrace this journey with vigor and make the most of every opportunity to grow, succeed, keep forging ahead, keep working hard on becoming who you want to be. Thank you so much, everyone. I want to congratulate everybody for waiting, for staying on, for listening. Don't let your dreams die. Don't kind of slim down your dream just because you think things are not workable, things are changing. No, don't shrink your dream, expand them. Don't rest in survival mode. The future belongs to those who believe in the future of their dream and they start building today. Like I said, start with a good foundation. It is your time to move from dependence to independence, to freedom, instead of surviving, just waiting to survive, start thriving, start seeing life as adventure, start enjoying the life that we are reaching out to you with, instead of just surviving, trying to survive or trying to manage, trying to bear it. No, life doesn't have duplicates. From wishing to actually building, taking action, take immediate and massive action. That is how righteous people grow. Every great future begins with one courageous decision. Make that courageous decision today, and let's celebrate you tomorrow. Thank you so much, everyone. I'm so amazed. I'm so blessed to have friends and a relationship with people like you who are ready to grow within godly parameters, ready to pass this information to as many people as possible. You are all amazing. Thank you so much. If you have a question, you can ask. If you have any contribution, you can ask. Like I said, next week, Monday, is when we are taking off with the C9 Experience Season 2 2026. Please, if you're not on that platform, reach out to the person that invited you here today to send you the link to join the platform. Buy your C9. Now it's available. I hear the buses they have are just limited. Please buy your own. I don't want halfway through somebody saying, oh, I didn't get to buy my own before it got exhausted. Just reach out now, reach the office closest to you and collect your bus. We have office in Lagos, we have in Warri, we have in Abuja, we have in Port Harcourt. You can also order online now. But I think before midweek, once the stores, they are now just 10, I think they had just few left, 15, 20, I can't remember what they mentioned. But please don't be stopped. Don't let anything stop you. Reach out, get your boss, and start. Thank you so much. If you have a question, you can unmute and ask, or raise up your hand and I will call you to ask the question. Feel free, reach out, and thank you so much. It's been a great night.